What's up guys, this is Julia. Today we're going to talk about in-season training. This is going on YouTube, so for those of you guys watching on YouTube, thank you so much. I hope the quality is okay, and for those of you guys watching on IGTV, I hope it's okay. You just have to turn your phone, because I turned my phone. You're welcome. Alright, so we're going to talk about in-season strength today, most specifically the programming of an in-season strength session. And I apologize in advance for my squeaky chair. Oh, also happy Valentine's Day if that's your thing. This is my iconic Valentine's Day shirt. Shout out to the Reed, thank you so much. If Valentine's Day is your thing, congratulations. My thing is coffee. Let's talk about resources before you guys ask, where can you find this information? You can attend University for Sports Science, I guess, or you could pick up this honker of a book, Essentials of Strength and Conditioning. This is king for strength and conditioning education. For information, if you've taken your CSCS, you know this book too well. Another one that might be a little bit more simple, Periodization for Sport. But keep your eyes out because we have some resources coming your way via the NSCA more towards soccer. So let's get it started. First, let me get some coffee. All right, so why are we talking about this at all? We've got some issues with in-season training. That's why we're talking about this today. I just want to clear some of those things up. First of all, too much volume. People are running straight up hypertrophy sessions and it's just insane. Nobody needs to be running a hypertrophy block in season. The point of in season is that the focus is on performance. So we want your strength and whatever we're doing in the gym to directly translate to what we're doing on the pitch. We don't want to add too much. We also don't want to take anything away, because if you add too much, you're going to take things away from the performance on the pitch. We don't want to add on fatigue in the gym, which is essentially the point of a hypertrophy block, but that makes you really tired on the pitch. So we don't want to do that. Another thing would be too little heavy weight. Well, that kind of seems counterintuitive, doesn't it? Because I just said we don't want you to be too tired on the pitch because we want you to perform well. Well, no, there's a huge difference between doing many reps at a low weight and very few reps at a high weight. We also want to support your body and your structure and keep you strong over the run of a season, especially if you're playing a European season. So depending on your season structure, you're going to need to be doing strength training throughout your season in order to maintain your strength and maintain your health, maintain your power, because strength is the basis for power. Another issue that we get into is not having strength conditioning at all because you just don't have time. I'm hoping that through this video, I can give you some ideas of what you could do, make it more manageable for you to take it into your own hands, advocate for yourself, or take these tips straight into the gym. Another issue is too much variation. Why are we doing 8,000 different exercises? Every single exercise is a new stimulus. And we don't want to keep adding new stimuli that make us more tired, that make us think harder, that make us learn something new in the season. We want to keep it fresh. We want to keep us learning. We need to stay sore. No, not really, because that means your body isn't adapted to it. We want your body to adapt. And the last one would be too little consistency. Too few strength and conditioning sessions, again, maybe too much variation, getting too fatigued, getting blown out, getting super sore. That's not amplifying what happens on the pitch. Main points, these are big no-nos. No hypertrophy in season. Nobody needs to run a block where you're doing 5x10s, 5x15s, 4x20s. Number two, don't run any 2 to 4 hour sessions. You should be in the gym for about 60 minutes maximum, 1 to 2 times a week. Stop saying that mass makes you slow. That's number three. Yes, mass does make you slow. Strength training does not equal mass. We're not powerlifting, we're not bodybuilding in season. We're doing strength training to increase strength, to increase power, to increase performance, and not strength training in order to gain mass, in order to gain size. All right, so let's say that you have 3 days a week where you can go to the gym in season and train. What are we gonna do about that? Depending on your match schedule, this is all very important and this is very personal to you, which is why I always recommend having your own coach, but that's with me or somebody else. If you have one in your club, that's awesome. They should be doing this for you. If not, you're going to unfortunately have to figure it out yourself or find somebody to help you figure it out. So the first thing is that the power movements always come first in the workout plan. So if we're doing jumping, if you need to do medicine ball throws, if you're doing hang cleans, if you're doing sled sprints, the power movement, the speed movement, that comes first in the workout because you want to do that with as perfect technique as possible, as quickly as possible, as refreshed as possible, and you need to take reasonable rests between that. So we want to put that at the front and then do the stuff that doesn't take as much speed and bump that to the back. Then we want to add in heavy weights. We do want to move heavy weights for few reps, right? 4x2, 5x1, 6x1. And we want really good technique, working between 80 and 90% of your 1 rep max for whatever that lift is, a hex bar deadlift, front squat, back squat, to maintain strength. And so that strength block goes right after your speed block. Then C, now we have your accessory. And there we're actually going to use more repetitions but less weight. So we're going to work sub-maximally. If you have a hex bar deadlift, maybe that's your front squat, that's your overhead press, that's your floor press, and you can bump those up between 6 and 8 repetitions. And that's probably going to be 1 good session a week where you're able to work maximally and that's awesome. Should be 30 to 60 minutes and you can book the fuck out of there. You only get better when you recover. So you want to do that session, recover, and then go to team training and then recover. Another session a week, usually the day after match day or match day +2, an upper body session. Your upper body probably is not tired from playing. And without overtaxing your nervous system, while your lower body is recovering, while your nervous system is recovering, we can get some upper body pumping in. Your heavier block, your maximum, sub-maximum block, where we're doing a whole body workout, more to the middle of the week, speed after that, and then recover. Priming is usually done the day before match day, but that's a totally different episode, a totally different video, and we'll talk about that at a later time. Again, can't stress this enough, very little should be added in season. Whatever your exercise selection is, please keep the variation to a very minimum and use those same or very similar exercises through the entire in-season. You will notice when you start using a new exercise, and always remember that performance is your main concern during the in-season, and we never want to sacrifice that, so always keep that in mind. If there comes a day where you know that you have no benefit going to the gym, there is no benefit in it for you because you are so wiped, then don't go to the gym, because always want to amplify what happens on the pitch and not hit new 1-rep maxes in the gym. That's for off season. Then we can really go hard, and that's what the next video is going to be about. So stay tuned for more. Thanks guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.